G'day gentlemen, welcome to Bloke's Health, and this is the story about how I lost a shit ton of weight, how you could also lose a shit ton of weight, or just get healthy, and what I'm planning to do over the next couple of months. If you're new here, let me just tell you this right now. If you haven't subscribed already, you're doing yourself a disservice. This is the greatest bloke channel in the entire universe, and you are missing out. I don't have an intro yet, so... Gentlemen, it's time we talked about the ketogenic diet. The ketogenic diet is something that I use to lose 37 fucking kilos. True story. And something that you could use as well to make yourself healthier, lose weight, or just trim down a little bit for summer. Whatever. I don't really give a shit what you use it for. Whatever you use it for, it's pretty fucking good. When I was a young kid growing up, I was quite skinny, I was quite fit, I was really good at sport. And then at the age of 6, I started eating shit tons of bad food and just chips and pizza shapes and chocolate and Milky Bars, and it was all happening, right? And that led me to putting on quite a bit of weight. So from probably year 3 to year 12, I was really overweight, and then I lost a little bit of weight in year 12 and then put it back on when I started drinking. And I mean, drinking doesn't really necessarily mean you're going to put on a shit ton of weight, but it puts you in this sort of circumstance where, you know, if you drink 3 or 4 times a week, which I was when I was 18 or 19 and 20, you're eating shit food, you're not exercising the next day, and it's just this vicious cycle that puts on body fat. So I got to the point when I was 23, 24 years old, and I decided to lose some weight. Well, that's not necessarily true. I didn't decide I was going to lose some weight. I started to lose weight, and it was by accident. You see, at 22, 23 years old, it was probably even 21, I was diagnosed with a mystery illness. I was losing control of my neck and head. I would go blind in this eye, my head would then turn to this side, and I wouldn't be able to get it back to center for about 10 seconds. Now it's being diagnosed as some weird form of frontal lobe epilepsy, but at that stage, didn't really know what it was. So I was trying to work out how to manage this disease. I noticed that drinking made it happen more. I noticed that sudden movements made it happen more. I noticed that, certain foods maybe affected it. I wasn't too sure. But the big problem with it was it happened so irregularly, maybe once or twice every 3 months, that it wasn't a big issue. But I decided that I wanted to sort of fix it. And that's why, out of the blue, when I listened to a Joe Rogan episode, I can't even remember the episode, he was talking about this diet with a guest. And the diet's called a ketogenic diet. And I was listening to it and they were saying, oh, it's great for weight loss, it's great for this, and it helps people with epilepsy. And I thought, I know my disease that I've got stuck up in my old brain there is related to epilepsy, so why don't I give it a go? And they were talking about coconut oil, putting coconut oil in coffee to be exact. So that's what I started to do. I started to put coconut oil in my morning coffee. And I noticed that my symptoms started to disappear. I wasn't feeling these seizures, so to speak. I wasn't feeling weird. And as a byproduct, I started to lose a few kilos. Very strange, right? So the reason I was losing the weight was because I was having the coconut oil coffee in the morning and I wasn't really feeling hungry until the afternoon. So I was satiated. Because the coconut oil has so much fat in it, I wasn't feeling hungry, I was consuming less calories, and I was losing weight. At that time in my life, I was working for a courier company and I had heaps of time to do whatever the fuck I wanted to do. So I did shit tons of research into that particular diet, the ketogenic diet. I thought to myself, if the coconut oil is helping me lose weight, imagine what would happen if I went the whole fucking hog. And the basic gist of the ketogenic diet is you consume a lot of fat, no carbs, and no sugar, which carbs and sugar, same fucking thing, glucose in the body, and moderate, medium. I was eating a high protein diet as well at the same time, and it seemed to still work for me. A lot of people are different with that type of thing. Anyway, long story short, your body depletes of glycogen, which is carbs and sugar, in your body, and then your body freaks out. It goes, what the fuck are we going to use to fuel the body? We're going to use fat. And it grabs all the fat, and your body starts to run off a fuel called ketones. Ketone bodies, which are derived from fat. The fat you consume, the body fat, fat. You start to become this fat burning machine. You're unstoppable, ladies and gentlemen, and your body fat just starts to drop off you. It's fucking great. Now, can I just say that this video isn't to sell anything at all. This is all shit you can buy from the supermarket, relatively cheap. I don't want to sell you anything yet. No, not really. I don't have any ideas what to sell you, but I might. Who fucking knows? I'm a bit of a pig like that. Anyway, so I started to eat this ketogenic diet. So what I was eating in the morning, right? Most days when I was at work, I'd start work at 6 or 7 o'clock and I'd fast from the night before, which means no food, just some water, maybe some black coffee, although it's not technically a fast, but whatever. It still worked for me. So some water, some coffee in the morning, and I wouldn't eat anything high in calories until, let's say, 11 o'clock. So I wouldn't eat from 6 o'clock when I had dinner the night before to 11 o'clock the next day. Now that you may think that that's really tough, but when you're on a keto diet, you're not hungry. And that's one of the big things that you'll notice is you're not actually wanting to eat. You don't feel full. You just don't have those signals coming from your stomach to your brain, down to your fucking mouth to go, listen, we need to eat, mate. We need to eat some food immediately. You don't have that. So I'd fast from then till then, and then probably around lunchtime, I'd have some chicken or some meat, some mincemeat. Mincemeat was easy because it was easy to cook. And you throw in some broccoli, some asparagus, some spinach, that type of shit. Maybe a little bit of cheese on top with some chili sauce. And you got to make sure it's a hot chili sauce just for a bit of flavor. Chili sauce, like sweet chili sauce, is full of sugar. One of the things about the keto diet, as I learned, is that everything is full of fucking sugar. You need to learn how to check everything. And one of the things about not eating carbs is in everything as well. You want to eat less than 20 grams of carbs a day, which is tough. Some people recommend less than 100 grams. I went fucking cold turkey and went less than 20 grams of carbs a day. That is tough, okay? But you can do it. So no bread, right? Number one, obviously no bread. No grains. So no fucking muesli, no rice, no oats, none of that shit. Not too much fruit. You can have certain types of fruit like strawberries, blueberries, maybe raspberries. I have to double check that. Not too much fruit. Heaps of veggies, heaps of green leafy vegetables. Smash those. You want to make sure your micronutrient levels are fucking through the roof, ladies and gentlemen. Don't know why I did that. Look like a massive dickhead. Anyway, I'll move on. And, of course, heaps and heaps of fat. Now, what do I mean by fat? I'm talking coconut oil. I'm talking animal fat. Like meat and shit like that. You can cook stuff in lard or what's it called here? Dripping. You know, you can actually buy that shit. Cook your stuff in butter. Grass-fed meat. Grass-fed butter. All that type of shit. High in omega-3 fatty acids. Delicious. Wonderful. Great for your brain. Great for your cardiovascular health. Laughing. Right? Then what you want to do is eat dinner, eat the same sort of thing. And if you want to have some snacks after dinner, you're looking at macadamia nuts, you're looking at extremely dark chocolate. I'm talking fucking 3%. The Lindt make the good chocolate for that. And as far as snacks and stuff, the other things that I ate during the keto diet, I'm talking Quest bars were my favorite. Quest bars are fucking amazing. There's also a lot of other keto supplements on the market. And as someone who's just gone back into keto, if you're a keto company, send me free things, please. So I ate this diet for a long time, and I noticed the fat starting to drop off. I reached goals. I went from 130, whatever I bloody was, I got down to 120. I thought, holy shit. Now, bearing in mind that I wasn't just eating well, I was training hard as well. I was training every single day, probably having 1 or 2 days off a week, depending on how I was feeling. I was just listening to my body, those type of things. And I was training hard. It was the first time I ever got into the gym and really enjoyed it. Really started to see some benefits, some progress. It was really cool to see. And I mean, if you're one of these people sitting there that has never gone to the gym or didn't want to go to the gym or has gone and thought, fuck this isn't for me, give it a go. Because once you see results, that's what motivates you to go forward. And motivation is important in this diet as well, because sometimes it is tough, especially in the first couple of weeks. People talk about the keto flu that comes in. Everyone freaks out about that. Don't be such a pussy. Just push through it. But yeah, push through it. Get to the gym. Do your training. Eat the keto diet way. That sounds fucking like shit. Let me rewind. Go to the gym. Eat the bloody keto diet and you'll start to lose weight. At least that's what happened for me. I did some things wrong as well. I didn't take any supplements. I didn't take any multivitamins. I certainly didn't eat enough veggies. The only green thing I ate was a little bit of spinach, a little bit of asparagus, a little bit of broccoli, not enough, and avocado. I ate a lot of avocados. Avocados are great, full of potassium. That's what you need. But you also need the spinach, all that type of shit, because you're going to be low on magnesium, you're going to be low on phytonutrients. You need to be pumping all that shit into your body to make sure your body is operating correctly and efficiently. And you don't just want it efficiently and correctly, you want to be powering through. Because the thing about the keto diet is, not only does it help epilepsy, which I found, not only does it help weight loss, it also makes you much clearer in the head. It gives you all these benefits. It's fucking fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Because when you eat a big carbohydrate-rich diet, or, you know, simple refined carbs, which I think we can all agree, regardless if you disagree with the keto diet or whatever, I think we can all agree that refined carbohydrates are shit for you. You have this big insulin dump, big glycogen fucking explosion throughout your body, big insulin dump, and your body freaks out and you go to sleep. Or you're just really tired. So you don't get a lot done. But with the keto diet, you feel pumping away. You're fucking on fire. That was about a year ago. Since then, I've put on about 7 or 8 kilos. Well, actually, that's a lie. Since I started the tour 5 months ago, I put on 7 or 8 kilos because I've been eating a shit diet. I've been snacking way too much. I've gone off the keto diet. So, as of next Monday, this is what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. All you good motherfuckers out there. I know I keep saying ladies and gentlemen. There's probably not too many ladies on here, but if there is, good fucking on you. What we're going to do, as of next Monday, we're all going to start the ketogenic diet. If you don't want to start it, I don't give a shit. Good on you. But if you do, if you want to lose some weight, if you want to just give it a shot, let's give it a shot. All right? So Monday, we're going to cut out carbs. Learn what carbs are, cut them out. Do your research on the ketogenic diet. Find out all about it. Don't just listen to me. Do your own research, come to your own conclusion, and go from there. And let's just give it a crack, all right? For me, I'm starting on Monday as well. I've got some supplements. I've been doing some research. Somebody stopped me. We've got some vitamin D supplements, all right? We're going to take some fucking IUs of that vitamin D shit. We've got some omega-3 fatty acids. We've got some fish oil supplements high in DHEA. DHEA, I think that's correct. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. What else have we got? We've got some greens mix. I'm going to give one of those a go. I've never tried one of those green mixes just to make sure we've got some fucking green shit running through our bodies. Protein powder, if you feel the need, you probably just get enough protein from your meals, from your meat, all that type of shit. But we're going to give it a go. And that's the most important thing. Creatine as well. Give some creatine a go. That'll help you through the keto diet as well, particularly if you're training. Make sure you're drinking enough water. Make sure you're salting your food. Salt is important because your body leaks sodium when you're in the ketogenic sort of phase, particularly during the keto, the first couple of weeks. That's why people feel like shit, because they've got no sodium, got no electrolytes in their body, and they just feel fucking horrible. So, why not give it a go? Let's see how it goes. It might fucking help you lose weight for the rest of your life, or it may not do anything for you. The only way to find out is to give it a crack. So, that is a challenge to you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check it out. Next Monday, start it, all right? Monday, fucking Monday, all right? Give it a crack. Plan this week. Eat all the shit food you want all over the weekend and the rest of this week. And then on Monday, let's give it a crack. Why the fuck not? All right? You can only have benefits. You can lose some weight, you can feel better, or you can feel nothing at all. Let's find out, okay? Do your research, work it out, be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. I've got another video tomorrow night on my main channel. Make sure you check that bitch out. And love yous. See you later. Au revoir.